Good morning. I finally got my shit. I'm so excited. I apologize for the raspy voice. And if I get a coughing fit, my allergies are on point. So, anyways, I hope everybody's doing really, really well. I have been consumed, travel, moving the rest of my stuff, and holy full moon effects. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys are feeling it. I've been feeling it. People have been out of their minds. Crazy out of their minds. And I'm going to leave that there. Full moon in Pisces. A stellium. 4 placements of Pisces. So I was really affected by this because I've had to check myself, not to check others, but you can check a mother lover. Because when you know you haven't done anything wrong, you've been kind, you've been leading with love, but you finally get to the point of how long is this going to go on and how far do they think that they can fucking push somebody before I bark back? Because that's what's going to happen with some of us, because I'm this close. And I pity anybody that ever gets to see that side of me, because it's not pretty. But man, I really, like my dad used to say, a whole can of whoop ass. It might be a fucking 30-pack. Not just a whole can. But I'm trying to be really good. And I know it's because I haven't meditated as much, and I've been super tired. And that means to me that there's been a lot of energy pull, and there's been a lot of things going on. But these are some of the things that I've gotten over the last few days, and I know it's been, God, what is it? What's today? 10 days since I've been on? Oof, it's a long time. But so the pain was necessary to know the truth, but we don't have to keep the pain alive to keep the truth alive. I'll say that again. The pain was necessary to know the truth, but we don't have to keep the pain alive to keep the truth alive. So, whatever painful things you've been going through, you don't have to sit in that pity party. I understand things hurt. I understand, and I apologize. It's bouncy. I forget. I got my camera thing now. But you don't have to keep that pain going in yourself, in your body, and everything else when you know the truth is going to hold the weight of what you're feeling. Okay, drop the phone. So, how far do we get? I don't know. Get back to where I was, I guess. So, we don't have to keep the pain alive to keep the truth alive. Truth only wins. It will always outshine anything they say or do. Stick to it. The moment you decide your worth is not a group decision is the moment you never look back. That last part was from a gentleman on Instagram named Ben. I call him Insta-Ben. But 2,000 years ago, so I heard that, I was at work the other day, and I was listening to podcasts. I listen to podcasts or music or something while I'm setting the bar up. And something flipped over, and it was like a message of 2,000 years, and then went back to what it was doing. And it's crazy because I do believe there's a lot of communication coming in from the other universes and the other, life. And, for those of you who don't believe, maybe do yourself some research and figure it out. But true colors are starting to shine through. How do they really feel? They are starting to show you it is okay to set a boundary. Let no one dictate how you feel about yourself. It is your life. Respect is earned, not demanded. I have said that my whole entire life. People don't understand it. Well, that's your mother. That's your this. That's your that. I don't fucking care who they are. They want to treat you like a pile of shit. They're going to get treated like a pile of shit. And or ignored. And then transmute that. And that's what I've been doing. Like I said, I didn't, because I cut it off and and get to that part, and I guess that's universe's way of saying I'm not going to talk about the thing out here. But what I am going to say is people don't get to treat you just because they think there's a hierarchy within companies or organizations, and because you're considered lower level than them because whatever they're feeling. People don't get to speak to you shitty because they're feeling shitty. Understand what I just said? People don't get to talk to you shitty because they're feeling shitty. They need to learn how to tap into their emotions, figure out what's going on, and fucking stay home if you're feeling like that. Because this full moon is having people show you how they really feel about you. And we're still in the few days after it. It's 3 days prior, 3 days after, guys. For those of you, and if you follow the moon, your moon is where your intuition comes from. So it's very important. The sun is for lighting up your body, bringing in those DNA upgrades, but that moon works directly with this. So you want to have a positive day, a positive thing, make that fucking choice in the morning when you wake up to have a good day. I got up very early tonight, and it's going to be one of those days again, but the message has been sitting within me probably for a few days because it came to head last night, and I walked out of work and I texted my boss and I'm like, we need to have a talk tomorrow because I am not going to be treated like a second-rate citizen because somebody thinks they're above me in a hierarchy. When you know you've done nothing but good things and you have helped an organization better themselves by almost 30 to 40% in sales, it does not give them the right to talk to you like that. But having to be the bigger and better person, you walk away. Eye rolls might have happened. Smart ass comment under my breath might have happened, but I walked away. That is how I know, no matter what goes on, somebody does not get to dictate how I feel about myself. And whatever they're struggling with, they need to figure that out. And I will set those boundaries. And it won't be threats, and it won't be, whatever. It'll just be truth. And this was what will happen. I love what I do. I have got 3 different kinds of jobs, but they're me. And I can take my skills and go help other people somewhere else. So, guess my message today. Don't let them push your buttons. Don't let them think differently about yourself because they feel bad about themselves. It's just projection. When you know you've done nothing wrong, you've had nothing but good intentions. And remember to take some time for the mental health. It's an important thing. Your thoughts about who you are as a person basically makes who you are. So if you're telling yourself shitty stuff, you're going to feel shitty. It is up to you to change the thinking of loving yourself. Your body does not know emotions. Your body knows vibrations. So if you're vibrating and cutting yourself down, talking shitty to yourself, doing the things to yourself, you need to take a good look at that. Because that leads to depression, it leads to suicide, and it leads to addictions. Don't do it to yourself. Love you all so much. Let's see you real soon.